other day I was sent one of these, a Pelsee mirror dash camera. Let's have a look at it. There it is. It fixes to your interior mirror, and it says here it's got a 12-inch large touchscreen, 1440 plus 1080 resolution, that's pretty good, collision detection for driving and parking. That would be jolly handy for some people I know. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you much about it apart from that. Input 5 volt. Manufacturer, that's it. Let's have a look inside. I've always wanted a dash cam, you know. I don't know why, but I thought they'd be handy. Make some videos. Right. How's it open? It's a slidey box. There we go. Now what? Oh, it's like a box of chocolates. Yes, what a nice box. Ooh, look at that. Wow, it's big, isn't it? Have a look at it. Oh, I suppose I'd better take the protective cover off. Wow. It is like a mirror. Look at that. There's your dash cam. It's got a little cover on there as well. We'll take that off. Yeah, interesting, eh? Oh, there's more. You want to see more? Alright, let's have a look. I like the way this is packed. It looks really nice. It'd be a maximally nice Christmas present. What do we see first of all? We've got a little adapter here to go into your cigarette lighter, or not, because we don't smoke anymore now, into your accessory thing. Got a connector on there. That just looks like a USB-C connector. I could be wrong. Oh, look, that's a nice little feature, isn't it? Look, it's got a USB output on here, so that must be a 5 volt. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? Input 12 to 24 volt, output 5 volt at 250 milliamps. Good. What's this thing here? Oh, it must have GPS in it as well, look. There's a little GPS sensor. Come on, don't be mean, mate. Let's open the box. Let's open the packet. Yep, little GPS sensor. It gets even better. What else have I got here? Oh, this must be the cabling. Because obviously it has to go front to back. What's that for? Oh, that's the rear camera. That's the little rear camera, look. It's got a little red thing on there. We'll take that off. Ooh. Neat, eh? Now, I think I've got to read the instructions on this before we go any further. Well, let's have a look and see what else is in here. Sure, no, a bit of difficulty trying to open the bag. We've got a hooky type thing in here. Well, that's fine. Some strappy things, some rubber. That must be a cleaning cloth. Pads. More pads. Thank you for choosing us. Oh, share your experience on Amazon. I don't know which experience. And a user manual. Now, yeah, we've got all those. A rubber band strip. Type-C port for the car charger. Memory card slot. So it needs a memory card. Microphone. Does it need a microphone for? Mounting bracket, reset hole, front camera, reset hole. Oh, there's a little reset on there. That's interesting. I don't know what it does though. Oh, that's what the straps are for. To go around your existing mirror, look. You must have to put them on there, and then that attaches to your mirror. Oh, that's neat. No drilling required. What else? What other mysteries has this got? We need a USB. Well, I'll go and get one of them. Using your mirror dash cam. Ooh, it's a touchscreen one. Wow. Well, before we fit it, why don't we power it up and see what it does? How are we going to do that, mate? Well, first of all, we're going to open up this and plug it in to here, and then I'm going to look for a cigarette lighter to go into here. Well, after a bit of a messing about, I think I've got something to work. I've got a Range Rover type cigarette lighter here, but it doesn't seem to want to grip. Scrap. Anyway, I've hooked up another one here with some jump leads. We're going to fire it up. Hey, look at that! Oh, I see. There's the... I had it on the bench so the camera wouldn't work. Look at that! Hey, what a nice screen, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Well, you can see that. Oh, so you can't see, can you? I'm taken aback with that. It's lovely and clear. Ooh. I wonder what the rear camera's like. There we go. Oh. So there's the front oh, there's the back camera. What's it looking at? Oh, it's looking at the bench. Wow. Front and rear. Front. Rear. Look at that. Whoa! That's me, look. Where am I? Where? It's upside down. There we go. Look at that. Can you see it? So that's the rear camera. Looking round all my rubbish. It's interesting, isn't it? It's got a beeper on it. And of course you can have split. Can't see the point with that, but... what's this here? Microphone. No. Voice command. This could be interesting. I wonder if it understands what Yorkshire is. Let's have a look. Show rear camera. Obviously not. Show rear camera. Show rear camera. Oh, that is rear camera. Show front camera. Show front camera. There. It just takes a bit of getting used to. Show rear camera. There. Look at that. Open screen. Open recording. No SD card. Let me go and get an SD card. It takes one of these tiny SD cards. I've got here a 256 gigabyte. That's amazing. How did they manage to get 256 gigabyte into there? It's unbelievable. My first hard drive on my first computer, a 286, was a 60 megabyte, and it was like the size of a brick. Unbelievable. Right, how does that go in there? Go in like that. Take a picture. Wow, did you hear that? Well, what an interesting piece of kit. As you can see, I'm not really used to technology of such, but it seems straightforward. So what I'm going to do to save time and save you getting you bored, I'm going to hook this mirror onto my existing mirror in the car, and I'm going to run the wires through. Now I think I've found out what this is for, because on modern cars the headliners are held in by clips and bits and pieces, and I think this is for pushing it behind the headliner. We don't know. But I did, when I was looking around for the cigarette lighter, I was kind of curious. Oh, shut up. Let's disconnect this before it catches fire. I was kind of curious as to what this red wire does here. And what it does is, it links to your rear lights, you know, your reversing lights, so that it'll come on automatically. I was kind of puzzled about that, because I thought it was supposed to be a rear view camera as well. But why would you want a mirror looking at the front when you can already see what's at the front? It seems rather odd. Anyway, I suppose that's the way they are. Let me let me go and put this into the car, all the wiring, and then we'll come back. Well, I've got the camera installed in on the mirror. That looks nice, and I did find out what this little thing does. It's for pushing the cables inside the headlining. It's really easy to install. You just tuck the wires away. But that's the picture from the front of the camera. Looks pretty nice, nice wide angle. I mean, you can see on top of my toolbox. Well, I can't point and things like that, but you can see my max jacks over there, right to the door, very wide angle. So, rear camera. Well, wait a minute, what's it say? I forgot what the commands are. Oh, show rear camera. Show rear camera. And there you are. Look at that for a view. Spectacularly wide and spectacularly cold as well, because it's -10. What I did was, it's a bit, the image isn't very sharp, because I didn't mount the camera on the outside of the car, because it gets all slushy and mucky. So what I did was, I put it on the inside. Wait a minute. So there's the screen wash. So you can wash away your blues. Stop it. There. So you can, you know, you can have a good view. Show front camera. Look at that. What's the other commands? Turn off display. Turn it back on again. Take picture. Take picture. Come on, take a picture. It's a bit slow to learn, but it gets there. What a magnificent thing. Show rear camera. Show rear camera. Thank you. There we go. So we've got some features on the front where we can lock it. We've got the microphone, home screen. What's that do? Driving recorder. Oh, that's recording at the back. There's a little light at the top, shows you that it's recording in 1440. Oh, we should turn that off, shouldn't we? What else has it got? Come here. Video playback. Settings. What's it got in settings? Recording settings. Watermark information. Microphones on. Back recording. Yes. Anti-flicker. 50 megahertz or 60 megahertz. Resolution 1440. 1080. So we go to 1440. Is there any others? Display settings. Screen sleep off. Backlit. Automatic backlit. Split screen, you can turn that off. Stream media, I don't know what that means. Direction settings. Parking recording. Oh, I'll turn that on. There we go. Time-lapse recording off. Collision sensitivity middle. USB. Storage settings. 238 gigabytes. System settings. Yeah, I already set this up actually to kilometres. So you can do it kilometres to miles. 12-hour system. I turned the touch sound off. I already had a little bit of a play with this, I must admit. Set it to English. What else does it do? Oh, that's the time settings. Your volume. All voice control is on. And there's a factory data reset. GPS info. Oh, look, that's reading the satellites, which is kind of incredible seeing them in a shed. That's brilliant. Let's go back on the bench. So there we are. A nice little dash cam. Now, I know a lot of modern cars come with dash cams already built in and reversing things and stuff like that. But it might be just an ideal little thing. I'm going to test this and do a follow-up video because I read in the book of words here, right at the very back, the specifications for this. And it says it's a field of view lens 170 degrees. Video resolution, we've already mentioned that. Video format MOV. Photo format JPG. Memory card up to 256 gigabyte. Now this is the clincher for me, and this is why it might be a good test for me, for us, because it says operating temperature -10 to is that -60? -10 to 60 degrees Celsius. Now I don't think we'll get up to 60 degrees Celsius here, but the -10 is a bit of a one for us in Canada. I think it was -10 last night. Storing temperature -20 to +70. Voltage 12 volt with a car charger. Yeah, it's got it. Oh, the book tells you exactly what you need to know, but I was just interested by the setup, you know, not the setup, but the settings for it when it's in the cold. So let's leave this in for a little while, and I'll give you some feedback and to see what it's like. But it's really, really easy to install. I don't know if you saw, because it was very tight screen inside the car, but it has some 3M self-adhesive for the GPS, and I just stuck it right behind the original mirror and just made the lead very short by tucking it back into the headlining, which is kind of nice. So that's good. The GPS must record your speed for when you're driving along. If you're in an accident or anything like that, it'll tell you if you're speeding or not. The nice feature is, like you say, you can take a photograph whilst you're driving, which is a good idea. Another good idea is that the rear view camera seems to have a really nice clear image, far better than your existing interior mirror. And many years ago I did try a dash cam in my Defender, and quite frankly it was so disappointing I sent it back. The screen playback was so pathetic, it was the size of a postage stamp. But you could play it back on your computer, but that's not really the point. The screen was just too small, where this is a full-size playback on your mirror. It's brilliant. So if you get stopped by the cops and it keeps saying, you know, you're speeding, you can say, aha, play it back, and you'll see. That's if you're speeding, which we can't do in a Land Rover anyway, can we? Anyway, I think, you know, if it comes out all right, I think it's a brilliant little Christmas gift for somebody, providing they haven't got one already in a car. But yeah, Pelsee. Let's see what it's like in the cold. See you later.